Good morning. I'm talking this morning with Norman York, who is the author of Using Your Inner Power to Find Meaningful Work. Good morning, Norman.
Good morning.
We're going to have a little discussion both about the book and why it was written and a little bit about the content, and then follow up at the end with your next venture, if you will. So why don't you tell us a little bit about why you wrote the book?
When I came into the work that I've done for 28 years, I was faced with the challenge that people that I worked with who had lost their jobs, been laid off, downsized, were not given any support in dealing with the pain that they were experiencing. In other words, I was trained to deliver an intellectual process to help a person find a job. However, what I learned and believe strongly is that no matter how great the process, intellectual piece is, if you're full of anger, bitterness, negative energy, it will communicate.
That's absolutely true, having worked with people in that position for years as well. In the beginning of the book, you talk some about, or at length, about attitude. Can you tell us a little bit about those components as you outline them in the book?
Well, what our book is based on is the fact that when we deal with what goes on within us, we create a powerful mechanism, and that mechanism is comprised of the motives that we have for doing what we're doing and the attitude we have for doing it. In other words, attitude is really the only thing that we have dominion over. When we control what we think and what we feel, we control what we believe, and whatever we believe determines what we will do.
Okay, so it sounds like there's 4 levels to attitude, which will apply, if I'm thinking correctly, both to people who are in search if they're out of the corporate environment, but also to those who are involved within the organization because they might be looking for a new position within a company. Is that true?
Absolutely. The reason that the book still has value for people who are looking to deploy within the organization or to be transferred within a corporate environment. As a matter of fact, for people that struggle with the work that they do, using the tools that we include helps them look at their work from a different perspective. And you could almost rewrite the title and call it Using Your Inner Power to Find Work That You Love.
Excellent. One of the things that I think we all find in dealing with people is the struggle, obviously, with their attitude, feeling diminished if they lose their job. So it sounds like you've put together a book that will help people both with exercises and with the content itself to deal with that. So that sounds like it would be very, very beneficial to folks. What is your next venture?
We have a book entitled The Successful Entrepreneur, which is different than most books of this genre because the first part of the book is designed to help a person decide if self-employment is the right direction for that person to take. The concern that I have is if people start into a business venture, a startup, an acquisition, and don't truly understand their own qualifications and their own energies related to those efforts, that they will struggle more because they don't see themselves as suited.
Now, if someone wanted to purchase Using Your Inner Power to Find Meaningful Work, where would they purchase that book?
Very simply, go to Amazon.com.
Excellent. And if someone wanted to talk with you more about starting a business, how would that happen if that book has not quite been published yet?
Well, I can speak with anyone about the concepts in the book. In fact, I have used the book really for years as a tool in working with people who want to start businesses.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate the time this morning, and I look forward to your next book called The Successful Entrepreneur. Thank you so much.
Thank you.